It is the biggest rivalry of them all, India versus Pakistan on Big 106.2 and Talk 100.3. The game that everyone is waiting for, the game for which the crowds are filling in at the Narendra Modi Stadium. 132,000, that's what the count is. All tickets sold, but then this is going to be even bigger than any celebration that we've ever seen. The 2023 ICC Men's ODI World Cup. And to talk more about that before the game begins, I've some legends who walked in the studios of Big 106.2 and Talk 100.3. Let's talk about the legend, the man who has been the one that every spinner looks up to growing up. That, listen, I want to emulate him. I want to be at least 1 ounce of what he has delivered for his country, for the game of cricket. The man who's picked up 800 Test wickets. The legend, Muttiah Muralitharan. Mr. Murali, welcome to Talk 100.3 and Big 106.2.
Yeah, thank you very much, because it's the biggest game we're going to have in this World Cup. So everyone is expectations very high. Indian public expectation more than the Pakistanis, because it's played in Ahmedabad. Because I've been to that stadium. It's a lovely stadium. It's about 130,000 people cheering on India. India will have more support than Pakistan, but Pakistan, I think, nothing to lose. They will come with hard on India, I think. So this is going to be a very good battle.
Well, yes, the battle definitely be, as we call, the battle royale. Muttiah sir, you yourself are a World Cup winner. 1996, when Sri Lanka lifted the World Cup, you were one of the younger members of the side. How was it? What is the feeling? Because sitting here in the commentary box, we'd obviously get elated, excited and talk about the games. But to win a World Cup, to lift that trophy, what is the feeling?
It's everything, because winning a World Cup is every 4 years you play. It's a dream for the player to play in the World Cup. Participation is also more important for their country. But winning is something special, because you need to have a lot of luck. Because luck makes a lot in this game. Because everyone thinks, because you put hard work, every team puts hard work, but end of the day, the right time, right things has to happen to you, then only you can win the World Cup. So that happened to us, because we were not even counted. We qualified for that. So we were played from since 1975 World Cup. Since 1975, Sri Lanka never qualified for even for quarterfinals. So nobody gave us a chance, but players have always whatever team you play, they have the belief that they can beat any side. So we had that belief. So luck came, everything fall into our place. Whatever tactical we did, Sanath and Kalu, it works for us. So something special came. So that's why we won. See, winning after winning is everything for Sri Lanka happened. So that was glory for Sri Lanka, and also from then only Sri Lankan teams got better for 2 more decades. I think I have played 5 World Cups, and out of that I reached three of them in the final. So it's a great career I had in the World Cup. So everyone's dream, I think, because even for players who are playing in this game, it's a dream for them more than the victory. Victory will come on their own, how they do on the small things in the match.
Well, very interesting point that you made over here about luck. Everyone works hard. Everyone puts in their skills. All those years of training that you've gone through from the very young age. Kids start at 7, 8 these years and go on to play. To represent the country is one thing. It's a matter of pride. But tell me about the factor called luck. Every player, or some of the players rather, have the superstition that they carry around themselves. Does everyone in the dugout believe in luck, or only a handful believe that, hey, you know what, Lady Luck will smile on us?
See, you has asked Owais as well the same thing, right? Same question, because he will also answer maybe different. Maybe I am saying, because in my career, luck made a big part. Because right time, right opportunity, you don't come, then the luck is not there for you to there, because there are a lot of better than us. The players would have been missed, couldn't play in international career because they couldn't get the opportunity. So getting the opportunity is a one luck. Then when you are going on the first match or second match, it's a lot of nerve in your system. So go and play and get the right time, right runs on the board, and first match you successfully do, then the selectors will give more chances to you. But if you start playing 1 or 2 matches and failing, the selectors then, so this luck is more important than anything, even winning a World Cup, because everyone commits to come win the match. So, but that doesn't happen on the day. So, if someone has today is a World Cup, everyone believed Australia, right? They're going to be something powerhouse, and first 2 matches, because it didn't go their way. So now it's going to be tough for them. So like that, they didn't have the luck. Whatever they did, everything went wrong. So that happens. So I believe that I should ask Owais also what he thinks about that.
Yeah, I think if you have belief, the luck, funny enough, just goes your way. If you don't believe in your ability, I think Murali is being very modest. At the end of the day, he has certain amount of belief in his ability to be able to perform. And when he would have, of course, played all these games that he's played, I mean, I can't even count how many games he's played, but he would have played, then all of a sudden he walks out there, absorbs all the atmosphere, and then amazing things just fall into place. So I believe if you have belief in yourself, the luck just goes your way.
Yeah, absolutely is correct, because belief has to have every cricketer. So what I was trying to say is, when you're going into a youngster, he has the belief, but nerves controls a lot. So then you need a little bit of luck on that time to perform. So that's what I felt. Not everyone have a belief that I can do, because in this in this time, when you got an opportunity to play for your country, so that means you are good enough and you believe, that's why you came to play there. But there is a big nerve when you're playing first. So that nerve, how you can control, that is the most important thing. The luck, when you believe, the luck will fall into you. But most of the time, I think what Owais is right. But players goes when you do first, like India-Pakistan match, right? To Indian team, like playing in Ahmedabad for 130,000 crowd. So they believe they can win, but there will be a lot of nerves to them than the Pakistanis, because expectation is very high. When you put a lot of expectation, players can crumble.
Well, expectations definitely, we'll have to keep an eye on that bit while India take on Pakistan. A quick update from the centre at the Narendra Modi Stadium. Indian skipper Rohit Sharma has won the toss, elected to field first. Always, what do you make of this decision of Rohit Sharma?
Yeah, I don't mind that. I feel conditions will probably be better for bowling this afternoon, and I think more so this evening under lights, the ball should just skid on that little bit more, so should make batting a lot easier. India have picked up, they've got Shardul Thakur coming at 8, so they bat real deep, so they're backing themselves to chase most scores down. Pakistan, however, for me, generally rely on Rizwan and Babar Azam. Yes, the opener got 100 the other day, but it's generally those guys. So I'm guessing that from India's point of view, if they can pick up Babar Azam and Rizwan when they're bowling and restrict Pakistan under 300, they should back themselves to go on and win the game.
Well, yes, as we say that strategies, plans, all of this would be in place. But one strategy that has come in, Murali, and that is that India has rested Ishan Kishan and brought back Shubman Gill. Now, Shubman obviously has loved this ground. In IPL itself, we've seen he plays for Gujarat Titans and has got 3 centuries at this very ground. His favourite ground, his backyard as such. But is he fit enough to come out and play?
First of all, I'll tell about the toss, because I think India a little bit played on to Pakistan's hands, because Pakistan is not a strong batting lineup. So mostly their bowling is better than batting, but they are very poor chasers. So I would think if India could allow to put on score, at least any score, Pakistan will trouble under that. So that is, see, every captain, every team, they have team meetings, they make the strategy, and I'm in Dubai now. I don't know the wicket, how it comes, and the dew and everything. Maybe a dew factor, because of that they could have chased this one. But Pakistan generally not a good chasing side, because they scramble on any score, they struggle to get that score. That's what I thought is advantage for India. So they are thinking different way. Sometimes teams thinks different way. Same thing about Subham Gill is one of the best players in India's youngsters now been, because last 2 years he's playing tremendous cricket in every form of the game. And I saw some matches in IPL, it's unbelievable hundreds he scored. So maybe because of dengue he couldn't rest, he couldn't come, he can play other matches. He is the number one player to open after Rohit Sharma and him is opening. They have, Ishan Kishan was a player to replace. So I think if he's fit and if he's all right, and it's a good thing to do that, play the best player in the when you are the biggest game in this World Cup. So I think it's a good tactics, and give him an opportunity because he can be the highest run getter because he's an opener. So opener can get more runs. So hopefully India is making sure that that they put the best side out for this Pakistan game.
Well, yeah, the opener Shubman Gill gets in, and Ishan Kishan, the birthday boy, in fact, sits out. That's definitely not a birthday gift that one would want to receive, but hey, this is what it is. You have to play for the team. Well, we have the legend in the house, Muttiah Muralitharan, the man with 800 Test wickets. No one close to him in that line. You can ask your questions on 0586861003. That's a WhatsApp number. We'll be happy to share those questions to Murli, and he will definitely get those answered. Now 0586861003. I would want to ask you about the Sri Lankan cricket. You know, metamorphosis happens for every team. Every team goes through the the highs and the lows. This Sri Lankan side for Asia Cup looked promising. Yes, the finals they crumbled, but where is it that they need to readjust, make those adjustments? Because there are a bunch of cricketers in the side who haven't even completed one full domestic season.
Yeah, because they played in home. Because when you play in home, always there is. You can ask Owais as well, because when they play in England, it's better chances than playing outside. So Sri Lanka played in home. That's why they really performed. But Sri Lanka is a side that they can beat any side on the day, but they are not consistent. That's the only problem they're having. So they're missing little bit of bowlers, because weakening the bowling side, Asaranga and the two fast bowlers were injured. They couldn't get, so that they are missing it. So these are things happens in World Cup. I need a little bit of luck to going into the team, because they're missing the main bowlers. So wickets are looking great in India, because all are 300 plus wickets. So bowlers need a good bowlers to defend sometimes. So that day you can see with the Pakistanis, because after getting 2 wickets, they chase that score 350 comfortably. So that means weakness in the bowling. But Sri Lanka, we were 20 years. They're legends, players, Kumar Sangakkara to Mayala to Jayasuriya. You get names like big. So that names are not there at the moment, that kind of a talent. So somewhere something is lacking. So, but still the players are good enough to do the job, but we need a few legends in the team to get the team right, because it has a team balance. Is to be good cricketers and great cricketers, and some you have to have in the team. So that is missing a little bit. So that's why they are struggling. Maybe few years more, anything can happen. We don't know, because future nobody can predict.
We were mighty impressed by this youngster, Dunit Velalage. He led the under-19 squad in the World Cup, picked up 17 wickets there, and as well as in the Asia Cup, picking up 5 wickets against a very strong Indian side. In the World Cup, obviously, yes, there would be nerves, like you mentioned. Youngsters generally, do take up some time to settle in. But what do you make of this youngster?
It's a great future for Sri Lanka cricket, but you should understand Sri Lanka wickets these days are spinning a bit, so you have a better chance to perform. When you come to India, they made it very flat wickets, so the challenge is very difficult you have to have the ability to turn the ball. He's not a great ability to turn the ball, but he's a good cricketer, all-round cricketer. But if you helps in spin, if it's helps in the spinners, he will be handy. But at the moment in India, it's wickets are not helping much spin. Most of the venues except Chennai was turning that day, I was saying. Other than that, everything looks like a road.
Well, yeah, high-scoring games is what we will experience. Always India versus Pakistan, always a pressure game. So sometimes I'm sure that sitting outside and watching the game or calling the game would feel like that, hey, I'm so much relieved. Or is it like, I wish I was a part of something as high pressure as this?
Look, when you've played cricket for a living, you love the fact that pressure, that is the performance of being in front of an audience. That's what you play for. Everybody can play cricket, but playing internationally, it's more about wanting to perform in front of an audience and enjoying it and soaking up that atmosphere. So unfortunately, I didn't represent Pakistan or India, but that rivalry, that atmosphere today, only those guys are going to experience it. And it's probably the best experience a sportsman, in my view, can experience. That. Of course, there's a sea of blue. There isn't any Pakistani supporters in India, so it's a little bit one-sided. However, the atmosphere is going to be electric. I mean, it's 100,000+ Indians just chanting, Kohli and Rohit Sharma. So I actually think the pressure will be a lot on the Indians because their supporters are there, so they wouldn't want to let them down. And of course, the whole of India is watching, the whole world is watching. Pakistan, on the flip side, because of no supporters, they've got nothing to lose. They've actually got, they're probably in a mental state where when a sportsman doesn't care, he becomes dangerous.
Well, yes, so when you don't care, you become dangerous. Murali, you've played in situations like this in India, the World Cup final 2011, Wankhede Stadium, 40,000 people shouting, chanting, and unfortunately for you, I would say, on that day, no wickets in the finals. That would have hurt, to not be able to, probably one wicket would have changed the game.
No, because it was a difficult game for us because we batted first because the same thing, that's what this toss, because he would have thought this going to have due, so it will be. So after 15 overs, 12 overs, when we played in 2011, it's like a soaking wet, it's like a wet ball, it's like a road for them to bat because slips, what always says, the wicket is going to slip around. So that happened, that experience, it's a bad luck for us. See, that's why you need luck to win matches, because the score was good. We scored 290 in Mumbai, so 280, 290. And 2 wickets we got, Sachin and Sehwag out within 57 overs. After that, the ball was start slipping. It's because we are spin heavy side and not. So we had a decent fast bowlers, Malinga and everybody, but still even Malinga's reversed in work. No, I'm not saying excuses here, but these things happen. That's why I said luck you needed. At the time, whole nation is giving the luck to India, and they were better side and they won it. So it's not hard feeling, because every time you bowl, you don't think that you will win a match, because sometimes other team also do well, because they also, all legends are playing those sides, so they will also beat you. So some days your day, and that day was not Sri Lankan's day.
That day when you played your last test match, that day definitely was your day. You'd announced that this is going to be my last test match. 799 wickets, Pragyan Ojha batting. Okay. Did that feeling sink in that, hey, what if I don't get this wicket? What if I stay on 799? What if the 800 doesn't happen?
No, because I decided before the match I'm going to retire. Whether it comes, whatever number I take it. But luckily it's like a fairy tale, 800 came. So that day is not a luck, okay, because we made it. I made it, because test match, it's a 5-day game. You have time to make things happen. In one day, you can't. You have only 10 overs, and it's very difficult to make it happen, because it's sometimes, I tell, this luck has to go in your way. And in test cricket, there is no luck, because 5 days you have time. You have to plan it, strategy it. You don't know, you do whatever. So then you have most of the time you are in a better position. So that 800 it's a fairy tale, because I had enough cricket, because I played so much, 133 tests. I thought last test against the legendary batsmen like Sehwag to Gambhir to Rahul to Lakshman, Ganguly, Sachin, Dhoni, Yuvraj. This is the batting line I bowled at in Gaul, and I took the right place also. Gaul Cricket Club. It's a spinning wicket, so no better thing to have a challenge taking 8 wickets. So I took the challenge. It works my way.
Well, it worked your way, and 800, the number. Obviously, for us also, when we call the game, when we have to remember stats, it becomes so easy that 800, yeah, that's the number. But 800 will become a part of what we call the cinematic story for life, because 800, the movies come out. Only if you could tell us about your biographical epic movie that's coming out.
No, this is Indian director want to take a movie on 2018. He went and spoke to me. Then I gave the rights to him. So now it has come as a movie. Like, it took 5 years to make it and everything. It's in all cinemas and now almost going to be over, because only in cinemas works in India for 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. But definitely it will come in OTT platform. So everyone who cricket lovers want to watch, definitely you can watch it in from your home, because you don't have to rush to the cinema, but still you have opportunity for next 1 or 2 years in a OTT platform to watch. So it's a lovely story, and it's about my life, and I don't want to portray it like this, but still people are interested to know about inside of me. Not the cricket part everyone will know, because all the records you can see in the internet or anything. But inside, how did I manage to get this 800 with my difficult, because Sri Lanka went in a civil war. I lived that part of the time, 30-40 years. So we played. So how difficult it was for not only me, every player, to in that civil war, how we got to people to maintain same pressures of cricket, and then outside pressure to maintain that and become a champion. That's all about the story. So hopefully everyone watching at least in the OTT and love it. So this is what happens sometimes when you play 20-30 years. Sometimes these things comes to your way. So I'm happy someone wants to take a movie on me, and nobody won't say no, because I'm happy about it.
Well, no, we are looking forward to get a glimpse of it and watch it. We've watched your matches, your videos on loop on YouTube. I mean, we're glad that technology has helped us to and enabled us to watch a lot of your magic on field. Now, with Madhur Mittal playing your character in the movie, did you spend time with him, teaching him how to bowl?
No, not at all, because I didn't have time. I was almost in IPL and everything. But he has done a great job. If you see the movie, because he had also had the arm like me. We didn't know, because he had accident and he got 35% bent his right arm. So my both arms are bent. So it looks, when he bowls, looks like me, for me. So I think he's done a great job. The director has done a great job. So people will enjoy if they see.
Well, yeah, we definitely are looking forward to watch the movie. It's called 800. It's a biographical epic of Muttiah Muralitharan. And now, we've been talking about this to everyone who we've met. Owais also has in the first day itself, we asked him this question. We will ask you this question. Your top 4 sides in this World Cup, the teams that will make it into the semi-finals.
See, I told earlier it is going wrong sometimes. Right? See, we can't predict, because it's unbelievable. So India is one because of the home fight and everything. They are very good side. The support, everything, they can be one side. And then New Zealand is playing very well. South Africa is playing well. And England, definitely they will come. Somehow they will manage, because they are very good side. So I think at the moment, seeing at this position, these 4 teams, and Pakistan also can be one side. So these 5 sides have into 4, I think. And Australia, because they lost the 2 the bigger teams, they lost to 2 bigger teams, so they have got only another 7 games, and they have to win at least 5 games to be there. So it is tough, because percentages wise very tough. So I think these 5 teams, I'll say, for me, dark horse is Pakistan.
Well, and that dark horse is playing India versus Pakistan. The game is about to begin. And I would like to thank Mr. Muttiah Muralitharan for joining us in this conversation. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks a lot. Thanks Owais as well, because he's been very kind, and thank you very much for this opportunity me to come and say about few things about before the biggest game in the world, because I think we may be the biggest watched game in the world, any sport. This will be, because it's billions of people are watching. So great to come and have a little bit of word on before starting. Hopefully everything goes well for everyone, and it just be a wonderful game. It should be a not one-sided game. If it can be a very, very interesting game.